Hi, welcome to another video. So today's video, what I've uploaded is all about self-esteem, confidence, especially if you're working in a professional corporate environment, how it had hijacked my thinking over the years, especially my anxious level or the confidence level, until maybe a couple of years back where I turned the tables around. So I'm making this video for somebody. If you're watching this, my friend, if you're going through extreme bouts of anxiousness, remember there are many different reasons for anxiousness, and you don't have to make yourself guilty for having those or thinking, why am I this way? It's all good for the long game, especially if you are in the self improvement path. You want to change something, and that's why I believe watching this video or hit upon you. So as me, who is working as almost for 19 years as in the senior position as a software consultant in the top MNCs, I had this extreme bouts of anxiousness for many years, relucting to speak first, holding on to myself until I know that unless I know everything, unless I know that there's nobody is going to laugh at me, then only I will speak. Maybe my manager is there in the meeting, that's why I'll not speak right now. They will read my body language that even if I speak sense and what I know is right, but because of the confidence, you think that people may laugh at you and what you're saying may not be true. I'm sure many of you been there or going through this. It's a continuous effort to move into a direction of being more confident. Remember this, no amount of watching motivation videos, no amount of self-help books, no amount of lectures from your coaches will help you to build your confidence unless you stack up evidence of action. Instead of thinking about giving speech to 100 people, start with 10 people. Instead of thinking that I will speak last if my opportunity comes, start speaking first in your professional or business environment. And especially it will be a real pain point for introverts. I was and still I am, but it can hamper you if you're an introvert and you have an anxious personality. You tend to avoid conversations, even though in your head you will have wonderful conversations that if that person says like this, I will give my reply this way, and somebody is saying, that's bullshit, but you're not ready to call it out to avoid conflict. Even for that matter, your own friend challenged you and you know that it's incorrect, but still you are avoiding to correct him because you want peace. But once you reach home, once you get back home, you start analyzing everything, and these things what you have unsaid, you have not spoken, when you had the chance you didn't speak, you know that the other person didn't speak the sense, you could have done better. All this slicing and dicing, analyzing, analysis paralysis will be going on, running for next 1 week. Isn't that so? I've been there too. It was a very long journey to overcome your limitations, which in turn becomes your strength if you keep focus, keep on the effort to improve. So for this video, even though it's a continuous journey, and I will be sharing more about how I built my confidence, not over the weeks or months, over the years. Depends on the effort and how much you're going to participate in your challenging environments. But for this video, to keep it short, I will give you one example just to shift your perspective. At least start thinking in that direction that yes, you are no less either. You are the one of the best employee in your company. You are one of the best in what you do, business, or in your individual contributor roles, or as an independent consultant. So here is the example. I read this book a couple of years ago by Maxwell Maltz. It's called Psycho-Cybernetics. It's written by a very famous psychiatrist. And one of his clients had the same issue of extreme social anxiety, extreme degrees, such that he totally avoided going to his work and maybe sat at home for many days. Whenever there is a conflict, whenever he feels extremely anxious, he didn't want to show up. And it was eating on him, and it was making him less functional in the society and less capable person in his family. So when he goes to the psychiatrist, Dr. Maxwell, and as he goes through a couple of sessions of therapy, what was his reason for this kind of a behavior, extreme anxiety? It could be different reasons, which I will explain more in upcoming videos. But one of the session, the doctor asked him one of the wonderful questions, profound questions. First, he asked him a question. When you walk into those meeting rooms to give presentations, do you crawl into the rooms, meeting rooms? When you say crawl, with your hands and legs on the floor, or are you just walking? And the client was just with a smile, says like in his mind, what kind of a question this doctor is asking me? And he says to the doctor, he replies, yeah, I just walk in to the meeting room. And then response what doctor gave next completely shifted his perspective and helped him to improve his personality. The work started thereon. And what Dr. Maxwell responded was, if you are not crawling physically into those meeting rooms, then why are you crawling mentally? What a wonderful analogy. So if you're watching this video, even if two people watching this, if you have those self-esteem issues, low confidence issues, no apparent reason of yours. The only thing matters right now, if you're watching it, is, are you ready to improve, put the effort towards improving yourself? So whenever you feel this way, when you're going to the presentation of 10 people, 20 people, or for that matter, your reporting manager in the sitting the same meeting, and you have butterflies in the stomach, remember this example. So walk into the meeting rooms mentally as you just do it physically, right? That's all I had to share in this video, guys. My name is Charles D'Souza. I work as a software consultant in one of the top MNCs for almost 19 years. And I've been through the bouts of different issues. And from my experience, I'm sharing this. Leave a comment if you like this video. See you in the next video.